Welcome to the late hour show, man. I'm Yogi Loco. We got y'all passion in the building. We got our special guest, the one and only Chris Cano, owner and CEO of Iconic, man. What's going on, brother, man?
How's it going?
Oh man, we chilling, man. Thankful to get a chance to sit down and chop it up with you, man. Thanks for tapping in with us.
Oh man, I got a huge announcement right now. I just asked to be president of the Big Steppers here in Arizona. So
Oh shit.
yeah.
Oh
Shout out to my
shit.
crew.
Well, he got right
Oh,
to it.
I think you got right to it, right to it, right to it.
Oh man, I
Oh,
don't even know what's
that's
going on here with that, but hey,
hell
what's
yeah,
what's that
man.
old expression? Even bad publicity is good publicity. So there you go, man. We got some viewers tonight.
Hell yeah. I mean, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. I mean,
Oh, I have to be honest. I don't even know who they are. You could ask me what their songs are. I have no clue, man. So I do big business with big stars, as you know, and I try to give some people a shot, and sometimes things work out, sometimes it don't, but for the most part, it don't work out. So it's just harder and harder where the show's just going to get bigger, and more a
right.
lot of people just going to lose their opportunity to shine.
Hell yeah, man. You definitely do some really big ass events out here, man. You throw hella big events. Uh, what was your motivation to kind of get into this field and throwing events and everything?
Man, I love the music, and I've always been a fan, and we were good friends with Warren G. Met Snoop back in the days, and this is just when we were just hanging out and having a good time. And I think it was back in 19. We went to the West Coast Fest up in Tucson, and I think there was about 9,000 people out there, man. And I really looked in the crowd. I was backstage with Warren G, and I looked out to the crowd. I said, "Man, they're paying $75 a head." So I started doing the math, and I turned to my guy at the time. I was like, "Man, why don't we do this?" And it just blew up after that. And everyone says we got to do it small and do a couple of club shows. But if you know me personally, I either just do it big or not at all. So we hit the gates with E40. We had Dog Pound. We had Badass, rest in peace. We had Spice One, Second to None, and just a ton of acts on there. So I mean, if you look at the videos on that, I mean that Celebrity Theater was jumping. We had celebrities in there. Terrell Suggs was front row, like him and his brother show. I loved all my shows, so we do everything
Mhm.
real big. I mean, the artists that came in, the artists that live in town, like Little Flip. We had AMG showed up, Sibo showed up. They were all on stage, so got a lot of free performances. But that's how big a deal that show was. So we hit the ground running on that. So that's just the way I do things. And what we got coming up here, we're doing a little small event, so just helping out some local promoters just do their thing. That's something about me. I like to help a lot of local promoters. They want 4,000, they want 3,000, they want money. I want to see everybody shine in this business. So that's something I've always looked out for, to put my reputation on a few people that are up and coming. So we're doing Corrupt coming up here in a few weeks. Cocaine, the legend, he reached out to me personally, and I just doing that one just to help him out. Like I said, this is just a passion of mine, to making sure everybody gets successful in Arizona, making sure everybody shines out here. So that's something that I always stand for. But tomorrow we got meetings coming up. We got events that if it goes through, it's just something that's going to put us over the top. That I'll be on par with Ticketmaster and looking at working with Ticketmaster. So it's huge. So yeah, that's if things go as planned, and if not, then it gets back to the drawing board. And I've always done everything on my own. I don't have any investors, no marketing, no sponsors, nothing like that. So I'll do it myself. I just roll the sleeves up and get it done myself. So that's just how I do things. And the lineup is going to be at Super Bowl quality. So we're going to make sure we do that.
Man.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, man. You putting in a lot of work, especially to do that all on your own. I definitely salute you on that, man. That's dope. You don't run into too many people that get to the level where you're dealing with big names, and you helping put people on, putting people in position, and you doing it all on your own, man. So that's that's definitely something dope, man. I commend you on that, bro.
Yeah, I try. Like I said, I know we got a little bit of goofiness going on Facebook here, but literally, if they just walked up to me, I'd have put them on for nothing. I mean, I don't charge for slots anyway. I don't. I'm never going to be that kind of promoter that needs slot fees or sell tickets. You know, I do a good job on my own. I mean, I've sold out every show, had over 5,000 per show. So, you know, for one person to say, oh, my fan base did it. I mean, yeah, 3 times in a row, it's not a fluke at that point when, you know, we're hitting over thousands. And I don't think anybody in the Valley is doing that from a independent promoter like me. So it's just something that I don't toot my own horn. I'm very humble when it comes to it. It's just, you know, I laugh at, you know, all the drama. But to be honest, I mean, I talked to X-Rated. We were having a beef with Brother Lynch's manager, and we're talking about national acts, not some YouTube artists over here. And they were, you know, he told the same thing: never bite the hand of a promoter. That's what gets you on. And you know, you seen it live and direct with a bunch of irrelevant people. That I'm talking about a national stage. I mean, it's just something that, you know, I deal with on a day-to-day basis, and it just becomes a headache. Where I want to see people from Arizona shine, and you know, they think they're bigger than what they are. They don't put in the grind. They don't put in the work. They don't. They think they're entitled to, you know, hey, I got a few views on YouTube, but you know, what's that get you? You know, so you know, I really push for it. But when things like that happen, it makes me like say, hey, why bother? I mean, the shows are successful without local artists. So I just try to give them the opportunity to blow up. So that's really what I do, and it just turns into a mess, and that's just, you know, it's terrible that it's that, you know, like we all just really got to stick together. And just, you know, they're so used to that format of, hey, let's pay $700 to so and so, let's jump on a festival and not get anything out of it, but a little bit of internet flex where we can post a few stage pics and say, hey, look, I got a crowd, I'm rocking the crowd. And you know, it's just, there's more to the music. I mean, everybody knows that the stars, man, they're out there grinding and hustling and doing everything they can, and you know, they're not trying to just, you know, flex on there. They're doing everything they can to get paid for these events, get nationwide. And it's just, you know, I came in trying to just change it for them because I got approached by those promoters that do charge. They said, let's work together. Give me $5,000. I'll line up a bunch of acts. They'll pay you $500 a pop. They'll sell your tickets for you. And I'm like, well, you know, why would I do that? I mean, I don't, you know, is that how the game is? They go, that's how it's done in Arizona. I said, well, you know, I don't do business that way. So, you know, then, you know, we all don't do business together that way, but I wouldn't keep that format. I said, you know what, let's give these guys an opportunity, man. I'd rather than put $500 in their music and some marketing. And it's just, you know, like I said, it just comes back and bites you sometimes when, you know, that's all they want to do is badmouth instead of say, hey, let's work together, you know. And that show he's talking about, I mean, I was really going to go put them on stage, but, you know, they can't put them when they want to go on, you know. You just got to wait your turn just like everybody else. And you're waiting to go in between Corrupt and X-Rated and, you know, DJ Quick and Roscoe's, and you're complaining about yourself, and then you're running off throwing a little tantrum like a baby. Then guess what? You know, who got the worst end of the stick there? You know, I got paid. My show was successful.
I'll bring on my other co-host just got in here. I'm gonna add him in. 43 Cal. What's going on?
What's popping?
Well, let's leave the irrelevance alone now. But yeah, we got some big things coming up, man. We got the Super Bowl. We're trying to bring a 5-acre dome across the street, same place at Desert Blaze. So hopefully, if things go well, we're going to finalize that tomorrow. We're talking about having NFC, AFC championship games. I mean, it's going to be huge. We're bringing festivals that are going to be equivalent to Once Upon a Time in Long Beach and LA. So, you know, we're even trying to work and bringing a Once Upon a Time in Arizona here. So it's going to be huge.
You gonna have Arizona artists on it?
You know, there's a select few that we're gonna really make sure we screen. One thing that I did have a lot of times, I let people in charge of it, so they kind of overbook the local acts. So some fans were actually in this. So we got to get a balance between the two. But you know, I just show love to the people that I see that just want to hustle and do their thing. Like I said, I'm not anti-Arizona. This is my city. I love it. This is why I do what I do. I don't take my shows to, you know, El Paso, New Mexico like I can. I try to keep it here in the Valley. So keep us lit, keep us relevant.
Right. Man, I definitely agree with that, man. You definitely, you know, you bring a lot of you bring a lot of artists out here, a lot of big name artists out here, and you put a lot of people in the room with them too. You know what I mean? I've seen pictures from your events. I know people who performed at your events, worked with your events, and I could definitely say, man, you definitely put people in the room with some big names they probably wouldn't have came across to even have a conversation for that long with. I agree, man. Definitely for Arizona, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I want to see the artists shine out here. I really do. I really want to see someone from Arizona blow up. I mean, it's just, that's it. I don't mean to like say anything ill will. I mean, there's a lot of talent out here, a lot of talent. That's why I say I'd rather them put their money back into their art form, put it back in their talent, and make sure that they pop. And that's why I don't need their money. I don't need $500. I don't need them to go out and sell tickets. I just want them to put on a great show and add value to my show. That's really what I'm looking for.
Right. And that's a good way to look at it. I always tell people that's how it was in Arizona. The shit these promoters be on nowadays, that's not how it went. That's not how it used to go. I remember when you used to really have to be able to put on a good show, have a dope set. People was out here running multiple shows a week, at least like 3-4 performances a week at one point, and you didn't have to pay for the slot because you usually brought a crowd, had a dope performance, good set of songs. You had the whole package. A promoter was going to come up to you at other people's shows and book you for another show. That's how people used to get booked for shows. There was a promoter at this promoter show looking for dope talent. Once you get off the stage, it may be a promoter like, yo, I got a show coming up. I got 100 flyers right now for you. Boom. To start pushing.
But if you gotta sell the tickets, you might as well book that venue yourself and sell the tickets.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that. If they're paying to get on the slot, sell tickets, and do everything the promoter does just for a stage, it makes no sense.
Tickets and not getting paid, like what the fuck?
That's why you don't see me doing shows for all these different events. Now to handle that shit myself if I got to do it like that.
Well, the whole thing I'm saying is this: in a world full of promoters that are trying to charge you from a little amount to a big amount, it's dope having somebody who just trying to put you on, and not even just put you on to a regular event, like trying to tell y'all, like, I have a song on my album. Shout out, man. Shout out Adam Beasley, man. I got a song called Rap Shit. And if you listen to the end of Rap Shit, it's a clip of Spice One shouting out TMG. That came from his event.
Oh, nice.
100. That came from Chris Cano's event. So go look up the song if y'all think I'm capping. Like, I have video proof. He shouted out TMG. That really happened. So I know for a fact this man put people in a position with rooming with folks that I promise you, like, we live in Arizona, so for somebody to bring out them type of artists and get you around them is rare, bro. It's rare. That's super rare.
Yeah, and I just do it out of love, and I'm not even in the local hip hop scene. I mean, nobody knows me from the next person. I mean, I built Iconic up, but I mean, I don't pay enough love to it. That's why I try to outsource it to a few other people to do it, but then it just turns into a big mess because everyone's just trying to, take tickets here, sell tickets there behind your back. And, it's just, when you get an opportunity, you just run with it. You know what I mean? And it's just, I'm not saying it's bad. I've had a few bad experiences, but I'm not going to hold people accountable for it and say, hey, you know what? I don't need you guys or anything like that. But, I definitely want to see people still shine. I want to be people in the room. Like I said, I mean, that's to me, it's a big deal. Like I said, I got to meet Warren G 5 years ago and, got to hang out with him. And I mean, that was the biggest deal in the world. I mean, listen to Regulate, I'll repeat, riding down the street in my 20s. I thought that was, I was starstruck when I first did it. So, for a lot of our artists to take that for granted. And, I talked to some artists. I say, you know what, you're great. Let's get you with, X-Rated. And then, I'm even willing to pay for their session and their feature. And they're like, yeah, well, he's just not my style. I'm like, okay, well, just keep doing what you're doing then. So it's a little challenging out here sometimes.
Hey, man, I can definitely agree with that, bro. Sometimes it It's a little rough out here. So do you have any Arizona artists that you are fond of, or that you would like to work with on the showcase or bring on to one of your shows?
I think Merkham's probably the guy I want to work with, but he's getting too big for all of us here too. That guy's blowing up. I tried to book him before he blew up just to do some shows, so I'm still probably going to work with him. We got Big Tipsy's release party coming up on Friday. You guys should come out. He's got a lot of talent. He's a California rapper, but he's still out here. There's a lot of talent out here. I mean, it's just, someone I got to get more. I got to get more into the scene. That's why I made a vow this year to kind of show up at a lot more events. Before I think I put Young Face on when he was dropping an album. He actually was in between. I think he was in between Spice One and Badass. So I mean, I had him as a feature. He came in. He had his own dressing room, brought his own entourage. So he was treated like a celebrity, and that was just something I was just trying out because it was still new to me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that was he actually put on a really good show. So just the exposure having, I try to explain to these artists. I mean, you're getting the exposure of 5,000-6,000 fans, 7,000 fans that wouldn't normally hear your music, and you're in front of them, and they're not taking the most of that opportunity. So this time forward, I want to make sure I get people that really understand the value of being in front of that many people. Because again, I don't ask much of you other than bring a good show. That's it. Just show up, do a good show, and let's put out as much music as we can for the fans here.
Right. Hell yeah, man. I got some music loaded up from some local artists we can play here in a second, man. I can let you hear a little bit of what some of these artists are working with out here, man. Definitely got some shit loaded up.
Yeah, I've been listening to Tay the Crown. He's gonna open up for Corrupt, but I mean, there's some talent out here. It's just I'm an old cat, man. I'm still listening to my West Coast playlist. That's what you can tell by my shows, man. You can tell my style of music. So it's kind of hard for me. I got my daughter, my stepdaughters. They're always trying to show me the new music, and I'm like, man, I'm still old. I'm still old fool, man. I think I'm cool sometimes, like the tag team song over there. But it's just there's some good talent out here. It's just it's for being concert promoter. I think I stay in the back too much. So I think I made it a vow this year to get out more and see more events and more talent out there too. So I'll be honest with you, like I said, even with new mainstream artists, it's hard for me. I'm like, who's that? What is that? It's even the lingo sometimes gets me.
Hell yeah, man. That's dope. So what events do you have going this year?
Man, we're putting together first ever for Arizona. I think across the country. I like to push the boundaries. We got a car show. We're gonna stick with the old school lowrider car show. Focus more about the concert. I think the lowrider super show. I mean, they got a huge following, but they're more about the car show. I want to make sure we stick to the actual concert itself. Incorporate some cannabis involved. So, we got plans on that. That should be the lowrider car circuit starts right around January, so everybody's booked up this year. So we're going to try to have the first or second event of the year as a kickoff year. So we're going to kick that off with the lowrider car show, but concert first, and then incorporate the cannabis and everything else. But we're going traditional hop and everything else. So that's a huge thing. Super Bowl weekend is probably the make or break time. I can't really talk too much about it other than we're brokering a 5-acre dome that's going to be put right there, right across the street, diagonal. We're talking about NFC championship games. We got a current event with Warren Moon we're putting together. So we got a lot of big things. So that week is going to be huge. But until that's finalized, I can't really say too much. The car show's my deal, so we're doing that together. And then obviously a couple of West Coast festivals coming up too. So unfortunately, it's just things got to kind of wrap up the details first. We're putting all our energy on this Super Bowl deal tomorrow, like I said. So I'll probably get about 15 minutes of sleep tonight, just brainstorm. We got people coming in from Florida, Las Vegas, so it's going to be a huge meeting tomorrow.
All right, man. Definitely, that's a lot of work, man. Put in a lot of work this year.
Yeah, we got a good team. I don't know. We got partnered up with Ant Entertainment. He's more behind the scenes like me. I call him my Jay Prince of Arizona, but he's behind the scenes. But he brought in Moneybag Yo and the Bootsy Badass at Stratus right after COVID. So partnered up with him. We got all the connections going. We got some NFL people we got working with us, and then my partnership with the Fear Farm organization. They're always real stand up. So it's just got the right team around us. So we're all bringing in the right elements to make sure we're getting the right events here. Before I did this all by myself, and it was challenging. Like I said, that festival was, there was a lot of kinks to be worked out, but you know what? It was my first one. So people can say the good, they can say the bad, but for the most part, it's a great event. We had a lot of people out there. Some artists were on later than the artists preferred, but I know if I was paying, and I keep my tickets low. So if I pay $25 and I've seen 5 hours, 8 hours of music, regardless, I'd be pretty excited. So, Arizona was used to just coming in, seeing one artist, one headliner, and being done by 10:30, being on their way. So it's just getting a feel of the valley too, and the fans and what they're looking for too. So one thing about me, I take notes and I read every comment. Whether they say that garbage were stayed overfilled, the bar lines were too long. So I listen to every comment just to get better and improve.
So what do you feel like you need to improve in?
What was that? I'm sorry.
What do you feel like you need to improve in?
Just more organization on the events and the lineups. Setting out his calendar, just sticking to it. It's hard to say you don't need improvement when you get in the crowds I bring in too, but it's just a matter of just keeping everything, more sound checks with artists and just making sure it's more organized. The last event was my stage person was kind of overwhelmed, and they said they had experience, and it was the one who put together the show. So it's just not trusting so many people and just figuring, doing it a little bit more myself. And I'm out there, setting up barricades and doing stuff. Instead, I should have been more focused on, letting, being more of a CEO of the place too. So it's just tightening up the lineups and making sure there's a lot more organization. And then just, making sure, I guess, just starting the winter events a little bit earlier, because it did get cold that night. So people were complaining that 11, it was really cold. And, so maybe starting those events a little earlier. So it's just getting my feel out of what works and what doesn't work.
And how long have you been doing this?
Well, COVID stopped me for a few years, but first show was back in 19, and that was literally my first show, was that E40 show. I refer back to that one, but I hit the ground running. Then, I was, trying to brainstorm things I'd want to see. So then we brought DJ Quick and MC8, which is, not a lot of controversy. They kissed and made up, but people remember the 20-year beef they had. So, it was exciting to see them two on stage, and then just surrounded them by, 5 or 6 other artists. And that's, usually what I like to keep my lineups right around 6 or 7 big artists, and then, kind of fill in the blanks with some local talent here.
So who have you brought here so far?
We brought Quick a few times. He's a good artist. E40, the Dog Pound, Corrupt by himself. RBL Posse, MC8, of course, Compton's Most Wanted. Sivo came out here. Spice One, he's a good friend of mine, so he usually does all my shows. But had him. We've had BG Knockout comes out. And just a ton of legends. I was joking because backstage at one of my shows, they had a show with this Quick, 8, Chill, everybody in it. And then they go, this is what a show should look like. So I was a little proud because that thing went viral. And, that was my show. So, that's just the caliber of talent I like to bring out here. Growing up out here in Arizona, I just remember whatever I like to hear that's my age. So I try to keep the demographics right around my age. We've had Blueface out. We've done a lot of shows, X-Rated a few times. We've done a lot of shows, but, just trying to get bigger and bigger. So this year, I've had some incidents with they still got some lawsuits pending here, but we've had artists lined up with, I've had some lawsuits pending with the celebrity theater and the payout. So that I had a Funk Fest with the Gap Band, Daz Band, Rolls Royce. So we had monster lineups on whatever we do. Had a few Mexican shows planned up. So obviously those had to get postponed. So we're still working on bringing, a bunch of different variety. But I think if you ever look at a Once Upon a Time lineup, I really want to go that direction. bring in some funk shows, some old school artists, some newer artists, some big, huge artists. I mean, we're working on names. We're reaching out. We're connecting with Rick Ross, the game, and we can bring any one of those out. We just want to make sure it's the right mixture of people and the right crowd and the right time.
So, are there any artists that you haven't worked with so far that you like want to bring out or want to get on one of your events?
Oh man, I think I've worked with Snoop on the Pot of Gold stuff. It was way back when. I was a small promoter back then, so they just had me help out, and then having a relationship with them helped out. But I mean, just bringing a legend like Snoop out, and we had Ice Cube. We had Ice Cube penciled in before COVID hit, so that was a scratch. And we got him at a pretty good deal. Now, that Mount Westmore kind of threw a wrench in the plans there, but just bringing out someone like Ice Cube and Snoop, they've been here before, so then I go to Plan B. I mean, just a little small story. We actually had Nipsey Hussle signed to an agreement right before. I mean, I was literally going to deposit him the weekend that happened. So I don't want to say it's bittersweet because I would never say anything like that, but I'm just like, wow, I was getting calls all day because, man, we were already announcing Nipsey. We got a hookup here because if you remember Badass, he did pass away. He's the one that got me started in this with actually going to bat for me on getting these contracts and stuff. So he was literally at Black Sam's door waiting for him to fly in town to get that off. Man, we got a good discount. We got a good deal. He was just got nominated for the Grammy. We were real excited about doing that show, and then the tragedy happened. So I mean, we've got some potential. I'll tell you, COVID just really put it didn't stop me. It just slowed down a lot of momentum of what we had going on. So we're still going to pick that up where it left off and keep going.
What is
that?
What's that noise? What is that noise? What is that noise?
I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, it was D-Money shit, I think. When he muted it, it stopped.
Yeah, that's you, brother, man. What you doing? Making beats.
Get your sound together and send a request back, man. Man, that's dope, man. That's pretty dope, Chris Cano, man. You making some motherfucking move.
Yeah, well, so what we got coming up, I mean, it's still got to come to fruition, but man, if it does that, we're talking about, bringing some people of the caliber of Lil Wayne and Future, and just keep taking it bigger. Like I said, they're gonna happen regardless, but we're really gonna we got the platform. If you guys all went to my last show, the big show, the festival, we see that we got over 80 acres. We're gonna utilize it. We're I can't say the people we're in, but I mean these are names that I could never imagine even sitting in the same room, let alone doing business with. So the Valley is definitely gonna be on the map with some of these shows that we're putting together. And a lot of them I am just brokering, but I'm still making sure they're coming to the right side of town. We're bringing them in and making sure they happen. You
doing this in Phoenix or Tucson?
Oh, we do this in Arizona, man. The Super Bowl's here. Why would we be in Tucson? I do everything.
I'm talking about period.
No,
man,
I've thought about taking other markets like New Mexico and other places, but I feel like I still haven't conquered Phoenix yet. So until I can actually master and conquer Phoenix, then I'm not going to take it out of market. So that's just growing too big and trying to do too many things. It's just too much for trying to expand. You spread yourself too thin. I gotta make sure I'm the man out here in Arizona first, and I mean Phoenix, of course, but just, I would love to do other markets. Don't get me wrong. And, I definitely love Tucson. I went to school out there. I mean, I love it. I just got to make sure Phoenix is on point first. And then, we're still pushing bringing in some local talent. I mean, don't think that that's going to go away. We just want to make sure that everybody's in the same direction. I always talk about iconic in third person just because, we want to make sure everybody has that same mindset as me, just being the biggest, the best you can be out there. And, whatever it takes to get there. I mean, my things are good where, I got houses, I got money, I put up the money myself. I mean, it's that's one thing, but I mean, there's been times where I skipped a meal to make my dreams happen. I'd say this a lot on Facebook. I put a lot into this stuff, like the Celebrity Theater, that E40 show. I put up 80 grand for that. I still haven't got paid on that. We're still talking about legal stuff there, and that's that didn't stop me. So there's some sacrifice I made for keeping my vision going. So I want to make sure that the artists have that same vision of I heard Ed Sheeran on Howard Stern one time says that you're only going to be successful if it comes to putting money in your art or eating. If you choose to eat, then you're not going to be successful. So I want people to have that same vision. They're just going to be hungry to make that success, and success will feed you, and the accolades. And that's just the direction I want. I don't care about views. I don't care about that. I put people on my shows that just come to me hungry, and that's really what I want. I want that opportunity. So we still want artists here to shine. I mean, that's one thing that we definitely want people to do. We want people to shine here. I know at the beginning I was just a little thrown off because of some internet stuff going on, but I want artists here to succeed first too. That's more important than bringing in the game or bringing in Ice Cube. I mean, Ice Cube, we need to treat that like the icing on the cake, but let's put on a good showcase for the Valley. And I've stuck with it. I've had a lot of local artists on all my shows where I catch a lot of slack from people there just to see the main artist, but I'm not going to change for them either. I'd rather they just not come to my show. We're going to stick to our vision and keep going. So the tweaks I got to make isn't get rid of people or move things around. I just want to make sure that people want to put on a good show, got that drive. But again, it's more not starting a winter event so late, maybe having that during the day and making sure that people aren't freezing out by midnight and there's still 3 or 4 more artists to go on. I mean, I would love it as a fan, but at the same time, it is hard standing on a field, road, or wherever the case may be, for hours. So we're trying to accommodate a lot of different things, and that's the tweaks I got to make on my end. So it's just that learning curve. But yeah, I'm not changing anything up on how I do business. Like I said, it's still going to be a platform for our town to shine, and obviously bringing in the artists so our town can shine. So still the same vision, but the thing I'm going to change is, like I said, just be more exclusive on making sure the artists have the same vision. I'm still not charging a fee. I mean, I'll go broke before I charge a fee. I don't, if I need their money, I shouldn't be in the business anyway. So that's just a philosophy I'm going to stick to. And just again, when I have a vision, man, I'll ride it till the wheels fall off, even if I go bankrupt doing it. So, let's hope that don't happen. But that's just how I operate.
Yeah, man, you definitely one of a kind out here, man, with the promoters, bro. For real, man. Gotta give you that one. But sounds like. So let me ask you this question: where do you see Iconic in 5 years?
Oh, I have to see myself in. And I've had opportunities to do it. I just didn't, but because of the cost of it. But just seeing myself in the Footprint Center, seeing my events, just Ticketmaster events, and just making sure it's still the same philosophy of what I'm building here. Just bringing out monster lineups, good crew, incorporate the talent that's gonna benefit the show from Arizona, and just keep it going. But making sure the shows get bigger, making sure they're all Ticketmaster events, making sure we're getting to the big arenas because it is a platform. To do it myself, it could be done. It's just something that could impact me financially if I put everything I have into a Footprint Center arena, just because of all the little things that they charge. So, but 5 years, I definitely want to see myself in just the arena section and only, and starting nationwide tours. And I try to brand things here and there, just see what works and what doesn't work, but just keep figuring out the brand that works. And I hate to say, being comparable to Rolling Loud, which is a hip hop festival, but making something a little bit different, but make yourself equally comparable over time, and keep going from there. So, it's definitely a lot of work in progress. So, like I said, this is hopefully going to catapult us into that section with the Super Bowl weekend lineup that we got coming up.
Dope.
That's dope, man. So who do you plan on? What's your plans for Super Bowl? Can you talk about that, or you know?
Oh man, I wish I could, man, but until they're finalized, it shooted myself in the foot for it. But like I said, I mean, we got stuff in play that I just, like I said, I could have never imagined growing up even being able to meet this person and then maybe being able to do one of his festivals. It's insane. We're talking about a superstar that does festivals. So if you can put two and two together, but I can't say anything. But I never thought I'd ever be able to meet the man, and now we're in negotiations of bringing a festival here to Arizona during the Super Bowl. So we're definitely in the. We're definitely in a good position because of the amount of space we have. I mean, being in Arizona, there's just not a lot of space. A lot of events happen in Scottsdale, but there's just nothing massive that can happen in Scottsdale. So we're in a position to do so. And, the other thing I got to step up on, I've already done the festival there. So it's just something that, gives us that there. We're finalizing a lot of stuff tomorrow. So that's a big meeting tomorrow. So once it starts getting finalized, it's all going to come to fruition at that point. And then with these events, we're talking about having the anchor to go reach out to, the legend like Bobby D, who does the Once Upon a Times, and he's not trademarked, so we can figure out something here in Arizona, bringing Snoop out, and doing whatever we can to compete with these markets that are doing the shows that are festival levels that that wouldn't come to Arizona because we haven't had a Rolling Loud out here, so we got to make our own festival. My goal is to make our own festival to make it to comparable to Rolling Loud because. You'll be surprised when I put out some of these shows. I get emails from Wisconsin, Kansas, Washington. People tell me, "Hey, I'm flying in just for this event. Make sure it's with COVID, if I can get in without a mask, or if I can do." I mean, you'll be surprised of how much reach we get with these hip hop shows because they're that big. So just making sure that we can bring something to the valley that's I'm far away. But I look at the lineups and the show success. It's really not that far away, so it's just staying on point and staying on direction now.
Hell yeah, man. That's dope. That's dope. So if you had any advice for like a up and coming promoter or somebody who's just starting this out, what would your advice be to them?
Man, I mean, if you ask anybody, even if they ever DM me and stuff, I mean. I do tease a few promoters here, but they're the one with the philosophy of I feel they just take advantage of rappers and stuff. But anybody can. If you look at my first show with Corrupt, that's actually not an iconic event. I mean, if you look at it, that's a up and coming promoter that I'm giving them my all, giving them all my marketing, and I'm actually just helping out. I'm not even getting paid to do it, nor would I do that. And if anybody just needs help, I just tell them come see me. I'm willing to make sure anybody succeeds. And there's enough money for all of us in this business, so. To have that war of words and, the hate that everybody has. Now, I do talk a lot of trash about people, but we all know why. I mean, everybody can say why. So, but I'm not a spiteful person like that too. I want to see everybody succeed no matter what we do. Because, I tell everybody there's enough money for everybody. There's enough money for everybody. You can do it. Just do it the right way. That's all I want. Someone wants to do it the right way, wants help. I'll book an artist for free. I'll show you how to market. I've gotten venues. I mean, I do whatever I can to help people, and that's really what it's about. I mean, it's it's just me. I just hold a high integrity. I mean, I have a day job, and that pays all my bills. I call the concerts a expensive hobby because of the lawsuits I got pending and stuff. But I haven't given up, and I don't break my integrity. Right now, it's just being and growing a business into being the best it can be, and I'm not letting up either. I don't have money making decisions, so I just, if anybody needs advice or help, just keep the integrity, man. Just make sure the integrity of the show is it. I mean, if you're looking to just scrounge up $3,000 and bringing an artist out, selling a bunch of slots, and having a halfway decent event, you're going to be a halfway decent promoter. It's about money. If you want to, make sure that you could bring one single artist out here and make it the best show this valley's seen for that night, then just do that and make sure it's a good show. Just putting quality on there. I mean, I don't knock anybody because if somebody's got talent, but I mean, I see shows with riffraff. I'm like, what the fuck's a riffraff? You know what I mean? I look it up and I see Zumba pants and people promoting it. I'm like, I personally would never do a show like that. I just don't see myself as, worried about, filling slots and doing stuff like that. And it's not to knock the artist. It's just I don't know who he is. I wouldn't do business like that. So I want to make sure it's people that have multiple hits. They got platinum artists, even if it's from the '90s. I mean, these guys their songs are just timeless. So I just make sure the artist and the show has quality, and that's really what I want to look for. Is make sure that you put on a quality event that people have an experience, and not just go in there to see a bunch of mess and you made a few bucks and you're happy. I mean, it's just keep your money, because it's hard to make money in this business. I'll tell you that right now. It's very hard. So you got to really know what you're doing. So any advice I can give, man, I'll let you know. Don't do this, don't do that, because I've done it. I've spent money where I shouldn't have. I've dropped thousands on stuff. I've done stuff, but I've never paid a promoter $4,000 to help me with the business. I just won't do that. The guys try to tell me that. They go, well, you won't be successful. I said, man, I'll drop another $15,000 in marketing. I don't care. I'm not pouring you out of integrity like that. I'm not going to be shook down. And that's why the relationship started real bad, and then they start bad mouthing me. And one thing about me, I don't shut up. I'll keep going and going and going, because guess what? Just the way I am. I just don't ever shut up. So, you know what I mean? You can't embarrass me. I'll just keep going because there's not much to embarrass. You know, I'm sitting on top of the mountain right now in my nice house. I got houses. I got a family. I got everything I need in life. You know what I mean? I ain't going broke tomorrow. I'm not doing anything. I could lose another $20,000 and still be okay. And that's not something to brag about, because, hey, I'm a cheap person. But my new wife, she's like, let's go here. I was like, no, we're not going there. We're going here. That's just, I manage my money, but at the same time, what I keep at Iconic as, I keep it as try to keep it going as much as possible. Now I did, get a new relationship, as people on Facebook know. So I mean, it's just something that I took a step back this month, or this year, and I missed the good weather, because now we're dealing with the summer. But once it starts to cool down, like I said, Iconic's going to be the monster that it normally is. So just keep going, and we'll see a lot of things happening coming up here soon.
Okay, we got some.
We got a question in the comments. Says, what's your dream you want to achieve as a promoter?
Man, I don't want to say this sounds cheesy, but I think I did it already. I've already achieved my dream. I just want to make sure that I put on a huge show, filled out a big venue, and started a business from scratch, man. So it's just now, I don't chase the dream. I just improve the machine that I created. But I mean, having an artist of the caliber of E40 on your first show, and then filling it up with the dog pound, having artists, looking around and seeing celebrities in the crowd. I mean, that was literally the dream come true. So, I take that a lot into in the consideration of, like, sometimes I do want to just say, you know what, I take stuff personal. When people talk trash about me or whatever, I still take it a little personal. I'm still, I start laughing at sometimes, but and sometimes I think, is it worth it? But then I look back and say, yeah, it's worth it. This is the dream. I mean, this is what, most people don't get to live their dream and live out their dream. And I don't want to sound cheesy, because if concert promoting is your dream, I mean, maybe I need to do something bigger. But I mean, I just love the music, and I can't rap. I can't play instruments. I can't draw. I'm not an artist by any means. I'm a businessman. So, see people have their art and me paying homage to it's really, really my dream come true. And then to be able to do, I did what I set out I was going to do from the start. And, everybody told me I wasn't going to be successful. Everybody, when me and my daughter, she's grown. I moved out now, but we went everywhere. But E40 came to the Valley 2 other times, and they had very little crowds there. I put everything I had into that E40, making it successful. His manager, we're literally in the Hyatt, the one that the hotel spins in the circle. We're sitting in his artist, and we're counting out $30,000 like we're drug dealers. And I'm like, wow. I mean, I even joked about it on Facebook. If you look back, we're counting out $30,000, and he's like, where are your ticket sales at? I was like, well, we're at 1,900, but we're going to sell out. He laughed at me. He goes, yeah, right. And the thing I told him, because it was a sellout, the celebrity wasn't prepared for an Iconic crowd, because even she was trying to give me a half run. I said, keep it open. We're going to do it. I did everything I could marketing. And, there was a lot of there was a lot of learning experiences. There was a lot of stuff where I failed on. There's some stuff that worked. There's some stuff that didn't work. There's a lot of stuff that didn't work. So, I threw everything I could in it. And then the lines were off the roof, but I was sitting there and my biggest fear was having no crowd there. And, by the time the opening acts hit, it was pretty empty. And I'm sitting around, man. I'm like, I looked at some of that. I just bought the most expensive concert ticket in the history of concerts. I was just sitting there and, I was depressed, and then I had some friends call me. They're like, "Hey, we need you to get us through the back door." And I'm like, "Come through the front." They go, "The line is out to the street." I go, "What?" So I walked out the front, and that's when my dream actually really came true. When I looked out the door and I seen the line through the roof of fans wanting to get in, and I'm like, "Wow, that's when that dream really came true as a promoter." So to just know I did it. So it's hard to emulate that first success. I mean, it's just that natural high you get that, when you really literally, I had to go somewhere private and I was in tears just to know that I did it. I did this. And it was, for a lot of people, they might say it's irrelevant, but to me, it meant everything to do it. So now it's hard to call it a dream. So now it's just setting goals and trying to obtain them. But that E40 show, like I said, was a dream come true because, I mean, it was a hard task. So when I walked up at the end of the night, we were escorting E40 out. I looked at his manager and I told you I'd sell out, and he just shook my hand. He's like, "You're right, you did it." So that's, I don't think that feeling can ever be emulated again. And I don't want to say that it stopped me from my hustle and my grind because I'm just a crazy nut when it comes to accomplishing a goal. I mean, people that talk to me, my mind goes 8,000 different directions, but it's all towards the same goal. So people look at me, I'm like in my own little world, but my mind's churning, my mind's moving. So, it's still perfecting and making sure that, we grow. I hit the tables, with these business meetings, like, it's still my first show, but yeah, that first E40 show literally was the dream. I mean, it's just that maybe I started out too big. I mean, it's like 50's first album. It's hard when you get Rich or Die Trying's your first album. It's hard to get that feeling back. I mean, you still have a lot of success afterwards, but it's that first big hit that you have. So we hit it on your first try. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah, man. We got another question in the comments here. What are some strategic marketing skills advice that you have?
Oh man, don't depend on the 5,000 friends on Facebook, man. When I hit the ground, I'm like, I'll be fine. I got 5,000 friends. Half of them show up. I'll be okay. None of them will support you. They're just gonna call you, ask you for free tickets. So it's just a matter of, depending on what crowd you are, learning the market, learning what works, but interacting with your sponsored ads, man. That's where I get a lot of my success. Instead of just seeing a like and a comment, I'm interacting. When they're tagging their friends, I'm interacting and joking back and forth with them. So, for example, they say, "Keisha, we gotta go. I gotta work. Keisha, this is more important than work," and they'll start interacting. It just helps boost up your marketing. So just tailor those people. Giving contests out at the right time. I'll do specials during the holidays, and just generating many people to that sponsored ad and making sure it's right. So I've done a lot where I'll drop $300 on one ad and it gets nothing. Then I'll figure out why it's not getting somewhere else and then do something else. So if people got questions like that, I can tell you what I've done that worked and didn't work. Because like I said, I spent probably maybe 40,000 in marketing more than I should have. So, and I'm not bragging because I was like, I like money too. So, just making sure you figure out your crowd, joke around with people online, and get as much organic hits as you can, and just go old school, man. Attend some events, hand out flyers. Making sure you're going to the right events. You're not. We hit the right events and make sure we flyered them, and then your event's successful if you see the cards. I always throw cards out. You'll be surprised. People look, well, wow, put them in their back pocket, and I'm like, wow, I guess we got a hit on our hands. So, just take your marketing very, very seriously, and don't rely and don't cut it no slack, man. Just hit it as hard as you can. Just make sure that you do everything you can to market the shit out of your event, and make sure you're hitting it the right places, making sure everything's clean and making sure that, like I said, you stay proactive on your show. Like I said, I thought And and being in the Valley, you've seen a lot of shows where you walked in and you go, I thought there'd be a bigger crowd out here. And, you know, the show doesn't sell itself. You know, just stay on top of it. It doesn't mean spending thousands of dollars on your market. It's just marketing correct and just fine tuning. And that's, you know, that's something that you're just gonna. It's a touch feel type experience. But I've done it, so just, you know, just take it for what it's worth. But, you know, that's you know, that's something that definitely that's definitely something you want to focus on. Just the marketing, the quality of the show. Don't be a fan. Don't be a fan in this business, because there's some artists that I didn't like and I brought out and they're tremendous success. And I was like, I didn't even want to bring them out here, man. Don't be a fan. Figure out what people are listening to, what people like, because again, your taste in music isn't the majority. Sometimes, you know, I love New York rap. I do. It's hard to push a New York rap show in Arizona. Everybody loves their West Coast music, so, you know, I just, you know, I don't take a chance on things like that. I just want to make sure that we're successful. Now, I will start incorporating them in here, but it's still going to be what Arizona likes, and that's just it. Just know your market. You don't go against the grain. You're not going to break ground. You're not going to change people's opinions. You're not going to make people see it your way. So just take a step back, see what people want, play around with some stuff, or go to clubs and see what people dance to. I mean, that's what I did. I just went to clubs, see what people were dancing to. When it comes to these old school artists, I remember we used to, this will show my age, we used to cruise Central around, and I just remember what everybody listened to, what cassettes we were listening to. That's how old we are. But, you know, and, you know, people 40, it's still the nostalgia. What brings it back? I mean, you know, when you hear Corrupt's hook on Ain't No Fun, I mean, that's the most iconic hook on any song. And you people hear it, they jump out of their seat to start dancing to it. So, you know, just know your market and don't try to change things. Don't be a fan and try to bring out your favorite artist to show it, because you'll bring the favorite artist out, it just won't be successful. So, you know, it's just those things that I definitely recommend, is just, you know, knowing your market. That's key.
All right.
Normally I drink on these radio interviews because I'm drunk. I'm actually drinking water because I got a huge interview tomorrow, or that huge meeting tomorrow. So I gotta keep it. You gotta keep it on.
All good, man. You all good.
I got my beautiful sister here. She don't want to be on camera. She's my sidekick / water pour today. Normally she keeps my crown going, but, you know, we got big things going on tomorrow. It truly is a big event, a big meeting, I should say. Sorry, I'm so a little nervous here. When I say I'm not an artist, man, I don't jump on stage. I don't get on the mic. I don't even care if people know who I am when it comes to these shows. So I like to really be behind the scenes. So I still get nervous when I can talk to people and people are watching. Like, what are they thinking? Do I sound like an idiot? Which I probably do, but I don't want to sound like a complete moron.
You good. I mean, I do got a couple songs loaded up here before you do got to like head out or anything that I do want you to hear. You know, just a few local artists' music out here. Just want to play for you so you can check it out, get to hear what, you know, some of the people are doing out here in the local music scene right now.
Oh yes, let's play some stuff here. Like I said, I'm gonna make a promise to get out there, show Arizona some love here. It's just hard, man, with a young crowd. I feel like that old fool that's running around trying to still what did Chris Rock say? Where you're not too old, but you're too old to be in a club. So that's what's hard for me to get some of this stuff.
All right, so the first song I'm gonna play is actually it's a TMG song. It's myself, Automatic, Good Luck, Fire. After that, I got a couple other artists that I handpicked out here tonight to play their music for you too.
Oh, let's go.
They say they want that fire, I got that fire, I smoke that fire. They say they want that fire, I got that fire, I smoke that fire. They say they want that fire, I'm on fire. about to touch how I'm feeling lately. I'm the human torch, I ain't burning out. Spit dragon heat on every beat I get on, you can look me up. Don't entertain these goofy ass niggas, why they acting tough? Scorch marks on every verse I put onto some paper. Might go dumb on this like Mac Dre, my nigga, so where's the scraper? The weed I smoke is fire like it came straight from the Bay, man. Click full of chiefs, not a one of us a yes man. Hottest to the flames, blue flames, what I'm giving them, they love fire. Leave so we give them fire. Beats how we rap on some fire. It's TMG, the money gang, they know that we on fire. It's TMG, the money gang, they know that we on fire. Fire. I got that. Fire. I smoke that. Fire. They say they want that. Fire. Fire. I got that. Fire. I smoke that. Fire. They say they want that. Fire. Fire. I got that. Fire. I smoke that. Fire. They say they want that. Fire. Fire. I got that. Fire. I smoke that. Fire.
You know what it is, little bitch. We don't entertain none of these. So stop it. Gotta cut them off like a light switch. It's TMG and we stay lit. We outside making hits. We making hits. Y'all outside swinging mess. Y'all swing on dick. All you niggas make me sick. Y'all make me sick. I don't condone none of that goofy shit. You goofy bitch. TMG fire. We get it higher. We don't get tired. It's a ride. TMG fire. We get it higher. We don't get tired. It's a ride. We so fire.
Fire, I got that. Fire, I smoke that. Fire, they say they want that. Fire, I got that. Fire, I smoke that. Fire, they say they want that. Fire, I got that. Fire, I smoke that. Fire, they say they want that. Fire, I got that. Fire, I smoke that. Fire, yeah.
That was fire right there. Like I said, I got a couple more here for you picked out.
Yeah, that's some good shit right there, man. See what I'm missing out on, not paying attention enough to the valley here.
Man, I definitely appreciate it, man. The next one I got here is "And I" by Ya Passion. He was on here earlier. See if he's still. This is "And I" by Ya Passion.
Wish that you would come closer, and wish that I could just hold you, and I know you feel the same, girl, and think that we should take a chance, baby, and wish that you would come closer, and wish that I could just hold you, and I know you feel the same, girl, and think that we should take a chance, baby. How can I be my full self without my better half? Some people all they want is wealth and things that never last. How can I go astray on an unpredictable path? So I'm looking forward like sight, see, vision and glance, pay attention. Nowadays it don't even cost to listen, though we pay with our time and God we trust is in mind. I'm looking for a woman that's more than a healthy behind. She must be healthy in mind, at least as healthy as mine. She knows that we can both confide in each other, don't need no other. It's just me and you, as if the world was new. And as we walk to the moon, at least as close as we can, we must be close as we can, in unison, hand in hand. It's funny, people pay more attention to your relationship than they do their own, with all their problems at home. But anyway, let's me and you enjoy this time together. Forever ain't long enough, and eternity sounds better. And wish that you would come closer, and wish that I could just hold you, and I know you feel the same, girl, and think that we should take a chance, baby, and wish that you would come closer, and wish that I could just hold you, and I know you feel the same, girl, and think that we should take a chance, baby, come on. I can the vibes don't got me dreading what I'm thinking. Pupil to pupil, conversation without blinking. Lusting for love, should we wait or let our minds walk? Keeping my cool, hold my composure, let our eyes talk. They speak when she blinks, in between winks are silent. Chills when I speak, she's saying I'm changing the climate. She's shorter than me, her body I'm still gonna climb it. She loving my smile, she wiping the sweat from my eyelids. I'm loving her tone, chocolate and creamy, I bite it. I'm loving her tone, thinking I really don't mind it. Eye to eye, comprehension is clear. The fear of being hurt's the only phobia here. Or is it philophobia, the fear of falling in love? Cause everybody you love just left you where you was. Let the fake people go so something real can grow. My name your passion come with me and let the rest follow. And wish that you would come closer. And wish that I could just hold you. And I know you feel the same, girl. And think that we should take a chance, baby. And wish that you would come closer. And wish that I could just hold you. And I know you feel the same, girl. And think that we should take a chance, baby. Come on. And wish that you would come closer. And wish that I could just hold you. And I know you feel the same, girl. And think that we should take a chance, baby.
Hey, that was y'all passion, and
Yeah, I like that right there. Yeah, that's some good stuff here. Like I said, I gotta really start keeping my ear to the street here, and that's like I said, I made a vow to do that this year. So I was before I got married over here, I was already clearing out a room because I have a big 5-bedroom house. I was clearing out a room to build a studio and really focus on it. So things took a little turn for the worse, but I think at the beginning of the year I made a vow to definitely keep my ear in the street. And I do get nervous here, but I don't. Shout out to a few people that I'm fans of. I always like Boss Money. He's my dude right there, and he always got my girl Menace on his shit. This whole squad, man, they put on a really good show. I always show a lot of love to Snub Local. He always does some good stuff. I'm a big fan of Tay the Crown. He's doing some really, really good stuff too. So there are a lot of artists out here that I do like paying attention to. I think I don't even know her name, Gigi, the singer girl. She really puts on some stuff, and all the Brown Boys, they do a lot of stuff. I think I heard that Rasa remix. I actually play that. So in my playlist, I do have what I listen to when I drive. That's probably where I listen to most music. So there are a lot of good artists that I have in there too. So if anybody got some more music, I don't think I listen enough to it, but I definitely want people to start sending me more music too, because like I said, I know I'm missing out on a lot of what AZ has to offer.
Yes, right out there.
So if y'all tuning in, send Chris Cano your music so he can check y'all out. Get your music out there. So if you're watching the show tonight, Chris Cano want to hear your music, man. Send it in so he can check it out. Send in your newest project, your newest single. Let them know what AZ got to offer, man. Y'all send it in. I'm gonna send you some stuff too here personally, man. I'm gonna send you a couple of my recent releases as well too. You can check them out.
And I do really want to be part of, and I don't talk about being monetary at all. Like I don't need any money from anybody, but I really want to be part of just helping the right artists out and making sure whatever resources I have to help out and whatever I can do, because like I said, I want to see that one artist make it, and I don't want nothing to do with it financially, but I really want to just blueprint and help, getting these artists on. Like my biggest philosophy is how many people live in Arizona? Why don't we have that one artist yet that's worldwide yet? And I really think that we got to focus on making sure Arizona has the artists representing Arizona. That way we have our own sound. I mean, I made a poster there that my goal at the beginning of the year was to say and it's not a stretch, but it is. But when they say the A's, they talk about Arizona or Atlanta. So we got a lot of catching up to do, but it can be done. But it's just a matter of all of us sticking together and making sure we get it popping. I mean, that's for sure. So, if artists want to reach out or we all just need a real network that doesn't involve somebody in somebody's pocket. You know, I don't want to have that respect the underground type mentality where, hey, you tell me, but come with some money. And it's like church over there where they got that little handout where they want to fill up the basket. We don't need to do that. We just need to all pull our resources together and make sure we get that one artist. He brings the next artist, and he brings the next thing. Like Slim Shady did in Detroit. I mean, what was D12? He said, hand back. Let's get one of us going, and then the rest keep coming. And we do that, and then we can all keep Arizona on the map. And that's really got to be the focus here. And just listening to the music and talking to you all, it just made me remember what I set out at the beginning of the year to do. And like I said, I think I lost a little bit of I lost my direction on that too. But I think we definitely need to get back to it. So I have smaller venues that reach out to me to do shows and stuff, but I really think we need to start putting to work and do some showcases.
So have you tried to just like step out and, try to go grab some local Arizona artists or people that you're fond of to try to, book them, have on your show?
I mean, I've reached out to a few. Like I'm a big fan of K Marie. She does my show. She always picks up some old school buff stuff to it. So I'm a huge fan of hers. And Boss Money's done a few of my shows. I really do like his music. Like I listen to him on my gym playlist. So it's hard to get that list just because I just listen to. I've been listening to the same 30 or 40 songs since the 80s. So it's real hard for me to put something new in there too. But he really does have such good music, and he features a lot of great artists on there too. And there's a lot of talent here in AZ. And like I said, I think I just focus on the big picture too much on the big artists. So yeah, it's time to start focusing on getting that next artist out here and making sure we do the right thing with them.
Yeah, because they could possibly be the next big picture.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I ask myself, and next time you got to sit down with invite my business partner Eddie from Cano. His goal in life is to make somebody from AZ pop, so that you guys had Miss Monroe on your thing, but that thing they did in Miami, he funded the whole thing to get them out there with Trina and all that stuff. So he really does make a push for the AZ artists with the gift and all her. I mean, it's just it really does like something like it's something that's his passion also. So I think we all just need to like figure out how to make something happen. I mean, I think it's time for somebody like I said. The only thing I want out of this thing is for someone from Arizona to say, "I made it." They're on a world tour, and that's really the goal that every rapper should have or any entertainer should have. So it's just a matter of finding the one with the hunger that's willing to take direction. Because I'll tell you one thing. I mean, I have, and it's hard for me to take direction, but when I learn is when I take direction from the right people, and just hearing that one thing we might be missing. I mean, it's huge. So just finding that artist that wants the direction, wants the mentorship, and finding the right team around them, and making sure that everybody goes, and goes full force on just making AZ pop on the map. I mean, I see some of these podcasts and I don't get involved. I watch and I don't know who they're talking about, but I just read some of the stuff for the drama on there. But it seems like everybody's against each other here in Arizona and not the same thing. And it's just, if everybody goes the same direction, eventually someone's going to go a little bit further than the next, and then that person is going to go a little bit further, push each other, and then keep pushing each other. But it just seems to me, and I don't know. I just, like I said, I read comments, I read some of these podcasts. It seems like everybody's in a different direction, and it shows because it's as hard as it may sound. Nobody from Arizona, why? It's just they're not. And that's what I think. If we all come together and go the right direction, then that's gonna, change things up a little bit for Arizona. So yeah, I'm willing to do what I can, for the right artists. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man! Definitely gonna be looking forward to that.
There's another question in the comments.
He came up for a second.
There we go.
Oh man, I think that's a recap of what I just said. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't. It is not necessarily the street. I don't listen to newer music, and that's something I need to work on, especially in the business I am in. I listen to everywhere I go. I listen to different type of music, so I'm not just hip hop only. I got, we listen to our grunge. We listen to every aspect of cousin music. So when it comes to the newer artists, I am out of the loop. I'll be the first one to admit it. So yeah, I do need to put my ear on the street. So that's just what it is. I need to start. I mean, I just want to make sure that I hear a lot of stuff that I like, but I don't listen enough, and that's again my goal. So we're going to be out at Big Tipsy's show this Friday, I believe, at Menno's place. So I'm going to see some people that are showcasing there, and I'm definitely going to start coming out there and getting involved with the street. So for her question is, I'm going to start putting my ear to the street.
All right. Hell yeah, man. Definitely, man. It's definitely a lot of talent out here.
Well, it's the music that I do here, I like. When I see them on stage, I really like. So it's just a matter of just like I said, it's coming together, and maybe I sometimes try to get. I don't want to say my ego because I'm not cocky. I am cocky. I mean, but I don't want to say that. I set out to say I'm only going to do festivals and arena shows and venues. But it might be a matter of me just taking a step back and doing some smaller showcases and helping just the artists and bringing that to fruition too. So just when it comes to new music, before I'd ask my daughter, ask my stepdaughters, like, what the hell is this person? Who is this person? Like, they're listening to it. I'm using Shazam to figure out who the artist is, and then I'm putting it on there. So it's just something that I definitely need to pay a little more attention to. But yeah, Ear to the Street is definitely something I step focus on at the beginning of the year. So, just pushing Arizona has got to be, has always been goal number one for me. Just, not still Jeezy's line, but I always want to be the one that say, put it on for my city. I even, say that a lot, but I want to be the one that really, whether it be local or, and I hate to say local, I just say Arizona talent or however, but, just making sure we go the right direction and, get the right artists, and let's all go the same direction, because even as a concert promoter, we still all got to go in the same direction. I'm not out there rapping, but we got to all be on the same page. I like how you guys are all puffing on stuff, and I'm all nervous. I'm puffing on my inhaler. Like, see, that's how uncool I am, man. That's how uncool I am, man. I'm hitting my inhaler. You guys are
how good. Okay, man. That's good. Ears to the streets, man.
Hell yeah, man. All right. So what are some of your other goals with Iconic?
We were venturing into doing some movies, so we're still brokering on doing some movies. Good friend of mine, Lazy Dub, he is actually an artist from Arizona, but he travels with Capone. They did the movie, so we're trying to really. I don't know if you ever seen Narco Valley. We're trying to produce number 2, but adding more variety because that's a large Hispanic cast. So we're trying to expand it and bringing that to a wider audience, and making it more action and stuff. So we're looking at the movie side of it. Take that. That's probably my next goal, because I'm a big movie buff. So I love watching movies. So to see Iconic or Chris, producing a movie, that's still goal number 1 too. So we're really branching on the movie side of it. I mean, I watch a lot of these. Man, I'm ghetto still. Don't get anything wrong. I grew up on the streets, and I'm still ghetto. So I love watching them hood movies, man. I watch Plug Love. I watch Paper Chase, The King of Paper Chase. I watch all that stuff, and those are low budget movies with a good script, and they make an impact on the movie thing. So we're definitely gonna try that out. So we're in the process of that. People are handing me scripts after I made a post, so it's just it's a matter of making sure we do the right thing. But we got some artists out of Philly that do short films that get over 1 million views on YouTube. So we're gonna try to incorporate that and go the movie side. So that's really probably the next passion. So from the dream side of it as a promoter, like I said, I feel it, but next one is just to hit that movie circuit.
Hey man, that's definitely some big goals, man. I'm looking forward to seeing some of y'all movies.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're in the works. We got the script going and everything else too, but it's just we got to get the Super Bowl stuff knocked out. That's number one because we're Super Bowl seemed like it was just yesterday, but it happened in February, so that February's right around the corner. So once we lock those up, start bringing these festivals out. Next step is probably the movie side of it. Just put out movies with people here, local rappers, trying to make some good stuff happen out here. Bringing the right directors and right actors, incorporate some. We've been in contact with Noel, the guy from Fast and Furious. He's the other Hector. Everyone knows the other Hector from Friday. So we got him. God, I'm so nervous. But Lazy Dub's acting coach is OG Bobby Johnson from South Central. He's been in Fame and he's been in everything. But he's already willing to do part of the movie. So we're bringing in some real actors and doing some real things here too. So his first movie was great. I love the movies. I wouldn't do something unless I loved it. So if you have a chance to check out Narco Valley, we're looking at bringing Narco Valley 2 with some more action. It was written for a sequel, so we're gonna try to incorporate some more diverse cast and just making it big here.
Do you have a name to your movie?
Well, it's his movie, so we're just getting a piece of it. But Narco Valley is what it's called. So Narco, obviously is the a Hispanic thing with this was just the drug dealers in the valleys, Arizona. It's based out of Arizona, so if you guys have a chance, take a look at it. You can watch it on Tubi. It's that free site there too, but it's a free stream. Take a look at it. And then, like I said, it's going to be a valley-based movie too, so still showing love for AZ. That's why getting that off the ground is still a big step for us.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm about to go check that out. If y'all watching it, go check it out. Right.
Yeah, I have people friends from Chicago. I have friends from New York. I say, hey, take a look at this. What do you think of it? I like to get everybody's opinion. Nobody's had anything bad to say. I mean, obviously, it's an independent film, so you can pick and choose. But for what he did on his own project, his own directing, I mean, it's a great movie, own script. So, like I said, we're going to take his vision, his direction, and just make it bigger and try to make Narco Valley 2 bigger. So that's really going to be in the works too. So it seems like every time I sit down to focus on that, something bigger comes up or something comes up, and so that's probably the next big goal is to get that thing off the ground.
All right, man. Goals. Definitely sounds interesting, man. Definitely sounds like something to tap into.
Yeah, I mean, just keeping Arizona on the map. I mean, that's really got to be the goal for us, and putting us on the map, I guess. And I can't do that. I mean, I could just bring great shows to the Valley. I mean, putting a festival that's going to bring it here too is going to be a festival out of Arizona. But bringing the movie side of it, maybe making sure some get some definitely the right people in the right places, getting the right artists in the right places. So there's a lot of there's just I feel it's just a wide open market out here. Just just channeling it in with with the right people and the right in the right places, the right artists. Making sure everybody just succeeds at what they do best, and having the other people carry the other side. It's like, I just got in a relationship. She carries me on stuff I couldn't even imagine and stuff I slide on. So, I owe her everything right now because she keeps me in order because I got so many things going on right now. So, there's a point where I might forget to even pay the light bill, not because I don't have money, so I don't forget to pay it. Like, oh, she's like, the little things in life, but it's just having the right team, and it's just, I like to do everything myself. So being in the new relationship, it just shows me that, having the right team is very important. So, I'm taking on different business partners, and it's not about money. It's just they bring something to the table, we bring people to the table, and we actually got sponsors coming to the table. We're talking about Pepsi, Coke, Budweiser. So it's only getting bigger. And like I said, it's just the hard work that I put into it. But, it's to the point where you can only take something so far. So, bringing a team together like we have, it's just, it's just opening up here. So I do have to thank her for that, to show me that sometimes you need that other person, to carry you and bring something to the table that you can't. So, that's something they definitely have great going on right
now. Hell yeah, man. I agree with you on that, man.
And the best part is she still sits by my side all the time.
Posted.
Yeah, she's always stuck to me. I always call her my little Siamese twin, but I wouldn't have it any other way. But like I said, there's just so much stuff that I got going on, and I still have my day job that funds all this stuff here. So I got to make sure that's on point, and doing this, doing that. So, having her get me to a different level in life, and even with the business, is always better. So, showed me just taking together a team and making sure we build the right team, and it's just getting bigger for us. And then after I came to that conclusion, now we're brokering with NFL contracts and things like that. So, just taking that same philosophy of anything we do here in Arizona, just getting the right team and the right network, and making sure we all have the same goal. Just if we all go the same direction, somebody's gonna get further. And I said that earlier, but it's just maintaining that philosophy.
Facts. Oh yeah, man! You definitely dropped a lot of gems tonight, man. Definitely, you dropped a lot of knowledge for a lot of promoters. Hopefully, a lot of them is watching.
Yeah, for the most part, everybody can reach out to me. I'm definitely willing to help when I can. Like I said, it's just I took a lot of help, but I was always in the corporate circuit here, and when I was a corporate trainer for, we're talking about big businesses, and people says, well, what if he gets further than I'll be? I go, that's the greatest moment of my life. Getting back to that position. Say philosophy in life, guess what? I'm slipping. I think I would like the competition because it's going to make me work harder. So creating the competition isn't a bad thing. Like I said, there's enough money out here for all of us, but there's just there's nobody that has that. I mean, the old promoters have tainted the business to where it's just about them taking money from whoever can come up with money for shows and events. So, that's why somebody comes to me, I will never ask for a dime because I got money. And that's something that Jeff keep that philosophy, but just making sure that the way it's done here in Arizona is just different, like I said, so we all prosper. Because again, next thing you know, if so-and-so comes up, next thing you know, we're doing a 2-day festival together, and now our show just got bigger, and now we're a great team.
Right. Yeah, we gotta definitely come together, man. We could definitely do some way humongous shit if everybody was on the same page out here, for real.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's just. And again, my ear's not on the street, but I read a lot of Facebook comments and stuff, and it just seems like, it's just like everybody's hating on everybody, and nobody really just comes together. It's just Can you imagine what would the Wu-Tang be if they were beefing with each other the whole time? There'd be no Wu-Tang. You got 9 guys get 9 contracts. I mean, that's that's nothing to be heard of again, but it's been done. Everybody get together. Everybody start getting music deals. Everybody start getting played on the radio. And just everybody go in the same direction. Push each other to do better, not insult each other to get out of the game or step on toes. And it's just. It's just that one person that's been, I don't want to say the ringleader of it, but it's been the staple of Arizona business, and he just all he wants to do is create chaos and havoc. And of course that's what the industry is going to be in. But as you can see, his shows get slower and slower, and then again, it's just because it's not going to work for too long. Everybody needs to come together and and do what's right for the music, do what's right for Arizona, not for our pockets. And that's what, when money makes your decisions, then it's always going to go bad. I don't care who you are.
Facts, man. Hell yeah, man. This was definitely a good interview, man. Definitely thanks for tapping in with us, man. For real.
Oh, definitely anytime, fellas. But I do got to cut out because I got a real early meeting tomorrow. That's I'm probably not going to sleep, but I got to try. And it's just this is, like I said, this is make or break for Iconic. I mean, it's not going to break Iconic. Don't get me wrong, but this is going to make Iconic, and it's just going to take Iconic to the a level that nobody can reach, and that's something that that I set my goal for. And like I said, it's just the dream thing was really earlier. It made me come back to like the E40 show when like the feeling I got, it was huge. But now it's just becoming the biggest. It's something. It's not a dream. It's just something. It's something that I built, and it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger. But just I wish I could get that feeling again too, because that's one thing I keep reminiscing on right now. It's just bro. Thanks for whoever gave me that question. That was an eye opener. It just gave me more motivation for this meeting tomorrow.
Hell yeah, man. Well, go ahead and get your rest, man. Or try to get some rest, man. We definitely appreciate you for tapping in. It was a great interview, man. Definitely appreciate you sitting down and talking with us and taking time out your busy schedule, to sit down and, have this interview, man. It's definitely appreciated.
Oh, man. Thanks for having me. Like I said, I love every opportunity to make sure that, I get better at doing interviews and, talking to people, helping people. And, like I said, I joke a lot on Facebook, but, for the most part, I'm always business first. And, I don't take any opportunity for granted. So, thanks for having me out here. I definitely appreciate that.
All right, you're welcome. No problem, man. The episode will be on YouTube tomorrow.
All right, I'll get that push in here too. So then I'm going to have to watch and see how dumb I looked on half this.
Oh, man, you did good, man. You did good, man. This was definitely a good interview, man. You did perfect, bro.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna cut out, guys. Thanks for having me. I do love and appreciate the opportunity.
All right, no problem, man. We appreciate you tapping in with us. It's appreciated.
All right, man. You guys have a great evening.
All right, you too, man. Thanks for coming on.
All right, thank you, guys. You guys have a great night.
Hey, that was Chris Cano, owner and CEO of Iconic. Once again, good looking Chris Cano for tapping in with us, man. It's definitely appreciated. That was good.
What's going on, fellas?
Oh man, I'm cooling, man. You already know me, man. I'm big chilling, man.
I'm sick as fuck.
Y'all bonnet? No, I'm just kidding. I ain't joking with you in a minute. Where you been?
Sick. What's going on with y'all?
Oh man, we chilling now. We chilling now, man. I'm about to get in this good old AC.
He said, my neighbors over here pissing me off on a high level. On a high level, like they legitimately under my skin right now. Like,
what they doing?
Shout out, Andre. That was a dope interview. That was a good one. What's going on, shoe fellas tonight?
Sick.
look up at the camera. Yeah, your head been down. Where you been at, Young Fashion? You in La?
Sick. That's wild.
Andrea said, look up at the camera.
I'm looking up.
Nigga, y'all passion over there look like he done blew 5 blunts.
Man, I feel horrible.
What is it?
Too much booty.
He got his tongue all in there.
What he said?
You said you got tongue all up in there, yeah?
I ain't got time for none of this shit.
Nah. You see how you was get joking on me? That was your turn now. It's your turn now.
Doodle Brown.
That what happened? I see it.
He like a little Hershey kid.
Yeah, my nigga, y'all passion is out of body.
Oh shit. Y'all about to start. I know it.
Ooh.
I say you need some milk.
Damn.
She on your ass.
She always on my ass. I don't even know what I done did to her. I think Yogi been lying on me over there.
That nigga y'all passion over here, man. He ain't feeling good. Nigga done ate the wrong booty.
What? Ain't no booty.
Now
I wish.
Deep in
that
there,
nigga tell us about it on the late hour.
he said he was passionate.
Y'all passion. Hey, have y'all heard that new Madman Ray song?
Which one?
Slap.
I think I might have heard it.
You ain't heard it, y'all passion?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, I'm about to let y'all hear the new Madman Ray single "Slap" out now on all platforms. Let's get it.
Damn, man. Oh.
Yo, no.
I slapped your baby mama with my ding-a-ling. And then I made a scene with my ding-a-ling. You don't know what she do on this ding-a-ling. Wake up in the morning and cook everything. She my princess, now she was at my house. When you trying to figure out all of her whereabouts. I didn't mean to make you mad. She just wanted my autograph. I just took her to the bed. Gave her some she never had. Laced her up and sent her back like a motherfucking Mac. I didn't burn a limousine. She just wanted me on my team. Showed her the grass is greener on the other side. Just caught it. Just pull the bitch right to the side. Then make her squirt mouth open wide. She see the door, but didn't open it. Madman Ray still stroking it. Yo, steps up, call me goggles. And yes, I got them squabbles. I slapped your baby mama with my ding-a-ling.
Yo.
And then I made a scene with my ding-a-ling. You don't know what she do for this ding-a-ling.
I can't make this up, nigga.
I slapped your baby mama with my ding-a-ling. And then I made a scene with my ding-a-ling. You don't know what
That
she
nigga
do
y'all
for this
passion is
ding-a-ling.
that nigga y'all passion is through.
That's wild.
That nigga Madman Ray TM motherfucking G, yo. Hey, that nigga Madman Ray is fucking crazy.
That shit go though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nigga said, I'll slap your baby mama with my ding-a-ling, nigga.
Hey, that shit go. cannot lie. That shit,
Come on, nigga.
kinda
That nigga y'all passion is through. Look at y'all passion. He don't know what. He don't know how to process that. He over there like, we gotta do better. Look. That's his face. We gotta do better. Look at that nigga. Yeah. He ready to. That nigga y'all passion ready to start preaching right there. He said, "See, that's that shit I be talking about. Just get it." We gotta uplift the people. We can't be walking around here talking about slapping baby mamas with dinglings and shit. Slap your baby mama with my dingling. What
like that?
the
fuck? Yo, you have to talk to your
Hell
brother.
nah. Just put your balls on her forehead. If you gonna do it, put your balls on the forehead. Shit.
My nigga Madman Ray is a genius.
This nigga's crazy. Yo, on my soul, this nigga's crazy. This nigga said I will slap your baby mama with my dingling. Like, who said something like that? Only this nigga.
Y'all, who you slapping? I ain't slapping nobody. I'm celibate at the moment, unfortunately.
Yo, I want to know who the fuck was he dissing in that song? That's what it sounded like.
I can't even do bro like that. That's a off the air conversation.
Ooh.
I on God, man. These bitches is nasty. They'll do it themselves. You ain't gotta slap them with it. Just tell them to slap themselves with it. Shit.
Ain't nobody slapped themselves of mine in a long time.
I know you will lie, nigga.
That's for real. D-Money, I know I'm pretty and everything, but look, pimp.
I know you lying.
This nigga just called himself pretty. This nigga ain't finna. Not the fact this nigga just called himself pretty.
Hey, baby. Look. Hey, look.
Look. He finna lick his lips any minute. He finna look. Any minute. That nigga was bound to do it. He finna do it again. Look. I told you. This nigga can't help himself. Look, he just did it again.
Come on, more time.
This nigga look at the camera. This nigga look at this nigga, y'all passion, boy. Y'all motherfucking Cool J in the motherfucking building. This nigga, y'all Cool J is active tonight, nigga. Oh, man, I can't do it.
I'm celibate as hell right now. Trust me.
Look, he don't even want to look at the camera no more. That's why that nigga be looking down at the camera, because he don't want to see niggas licking his lips and shit.
This nigga wild, bro. What's going on right now? How does it turn on
like
me?
right now? You might just did on
Damn shame. Is that Andrea to ask me who I'm slapping with it? I ain't slapping nobody. Somebody say, "Y'all, who you slapping?"
This nigga, y'all passion over here capping.
We know he capping.
Somebody didn't got slapped in their forehead.
I ain't
You gotta just slap it on their forehead, though. That's how you gotta do it. You gotta pop them in the forehead with it.
You got some experience, Yogi?
Huh?
That's wild. This nigga wild, bro. What are you on?
Pop them on the forehead. Sit your nuts on their head. Sit your balls on their head if you bout it, nigga. Shit.
Fuck wrong with him?
He said, "Ain't nothing wrong with it."
Nigga, bedroom bully, nigga. Put your balls on their head, nigga. What you talking about? If you gonna do it, goddamn it, do it, nigga. Put your balls on their head too. Fuck it, nigga.
I mean, I'm not against it at all. Trust me.
Cause I was put my balls on their head, nigga. No, I'm really about it, nigga.
It's just been a long time.
Oh,
he said, "Sir."
This is the first thing you supposed to do, nigga. That's the first thing you supposed to do, nigga. Is slap him in the head with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild violence.
Yeah, I pop it on your head, girl.
That's wild violent right there. Wow. This took a turn. This is not where I thought you were going with
Hey,
this.
nigga, I'm on that tequila, nigga. Fuck it, nigga.
It's
I'm
that
balls on
they
you
playing
waiting.
hour. This is for
Bro,
adults, right?
That's all I'm saying. Is, nigga, ain't nothing wrong with putting some nuts on the forehead. Shit.
I didn't. Oh, who had the fuck? Oh, look like Yogi ain't doing that at home. What the fuck?
You goddamn lie. Put my balls on my fucking head.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. Dang,
I can't
we
breathe.
ain't gonna bust your shit.
Yo, I cannot breathe.
That just got me fucked up.
He said that shit.
I thumped the forehead with it like knock, 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 nigga. Shit.
That's not what the comments say. Comments say a totally different story, my guy.
Yeah, this nigga y'all passing over here eating booty, but want to talk about somebody. Nigga.
I wish I could eat somebody's booty, but look,
See, look,
ain't no
nasty
booty to
motherfucker.
eat.
Yeah,
I've been talking about giving girls black eyes with motherfucking dickheads and shit. Y'all niggas ain't clearly you niggas ain't doing it.
This nigga
Hey,
y'all passing
I bet
is
you
a fool. Hey,
you eat a booty.
Whoa.
this
Bet
nigga
you eat
y'all
a booty.
passing. Oh, I wish I could eat a booty head ass.
Whoa, y'all.
I'm pleased or pimp.
Yo, how does this conversation go?
Ooh, I can't deal with you niggas. Oh man, bro, y'all think I be capping? Like, watch, I got a song for y'all, man. I might get cussed out for playing this song, but I'm gonna risk my life tonight.
Is it what I think it is?
Huh?
Is it a song I think it is?
Probably not.
Maybe not.
I can tell you, I've never played this song on here before.
This is when he came out about eating booty. It's on this song
Nah,
right
I don't
here.
eat booty, sir.
You obviously don't slap dick on women's forehead either.
You a goddamn lie.
Cause that says no the fuck you don't, niggas. It says it right there, 12:13 a.m.
But hold on. But it also does say shut the fuck up, nigga. Above it.
Yeah, because the nigga was lying. She said, "Nigga, you ain't gonna be lying over here." Yogi, you muted yourself.
You muted, nigga. Yeah, you damn right.
Oh, I was about to say, oh, she done came on.
I'm not gonna put that on, but he gonna read that comment.
Dang, she and your wife wants you to get that, wants you to give her that treatment. She said, I don't get that treatment. That's why I'm always mad. The fuck?
Eating no booty over here. Nah, fuck all that. Ain't for me. That's all y'all passion. Let y'all passion sit there and do that. He can tongue it, alphabet it. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
All up in that thing. Doodle Brown. And Big Money Boy, you better get that shit. You eat that booty and that booty like grip your tongue, just tip of your tongue, pinch that shit, and you gonna be like, you'll be blushing and shit, nigga. Ain't nothing but something to get used to. Don't even act that way. Nigga, don't give me the stank face.
Why are you acting like that? The fuck you acting like that?
Oh, what? Listen. I don't know why D Money acting that way.
My face is priceless because I ain't nah.
People get banned from my screen.
You sticking anything in it after the end? Look, my mom, I'm whatever is allowed to go in is going there. And you do know that. Hello.
What did you just say? What the fuck did you just Oh shit. This done turned south real fast.
Man, you got it. I'm telling y'all got to do it until you get a cramp in your tongue. Get your beard start turning white. That's all, man. That's what it's made for. Y'all been doing it wrong all this time. Y'all, I used to go to school. I know y'all kind. I used to go to school with people like y'all. I mean, y'all, I mean, y'all mean, no. Hey, look, man. Man, I'm talking to these niggas, man. Not y'all in the comments. Hey,
He's talking to everybody. Anybody who want to know this nigga eat booty. Split that shit up too.
Watch, my whole inbox gonna be full now. All y'all doing is cutting my celibacy down. Thank you, D Money. I'm buy you a sub or something.
Sub.
Any issues, you know we sliding on them. I got some choppers, but rather use the revolvers for them. Sliding on them. Sliding on them. Nigga, if it's a problem, you know we sliding on them. Nigga, any issues, you know we sliding on them. I got some choppers, but rather use the revolvers for them. Sliding on them. Sliding on them. Nigga, if it's a problem, you know we sliding on them. Any issues, you know I'm riding on them. I see them niggas in the group, you know I'm sliding on them. Cause he been on the kill shit. And I don't like bananas, but I've been on the kill shit. The real shit, cause I think all you niggas is pussy. I'm game 6 clay, that mean all you niggas is rookies. So 5 on me like Jordan. In 1995, the 30 in it like Steph. We shooting to stay alive, I'm way no disrespect. My nigga, I'ma slide for that. 4-5 on your head like a motherfucking stocking cap. So my nigga run up to check. Cause my step up in the room, it becomes an imminent threat. And I put that on the set, and all my niggas stay ready. That you have it on your birthday. Bullets like confetti, my flamethrower stay ready. Be careful when you approaching me. I keep that thing on me, the reason for your emergencies, we slide. Any issues, you know we sliding on them. I got some choppers, but rather use the revolvers for them. Sliding on them. Sliding on them. Nigga, if it's a problem, you know we sliding on them. Nigga, any issues, you know we sliding on them. I got some choppers, but rather use the revolvers for them. Sliding on them. Sliding on them. Nigga, if it's a problem, you know we sliding on them.
These styles weak, so take it back to the cleaners. And after this, I'ma have to raise the price for my features. When it's cold, it's the only time they sitting close to a heater. I'll pull the strap on the ass like Gilbert Arenas. It's gangster. I'm live and in person. Yeah, you cool, but any second your situation might worsen. I'm grinding and lurking, driving and searching. You hiding in churches after reciting my verses. You riding in hearses, I'm wildin' and cursing. You fucking clowns. Y'all turning hip hop to a circus. I'm spitting, I'm working. One thing's for certain, you flinch and get murdered. I see that you nervous. Slow down if you swerving. Slip digging these virgins. You pitching and serving. I slide on them like a slippery surface. I'm popping the clipping. On God, I be tripping. Y'all got to be kidding. Elope my motherfucking dog. I don't mind it equipping. I'm rhyming, I'm spitting. I glide when I'm dipping. So ride with me pimping. This thing that I'm gripping, it got a nose on it that's longer than Pippin'. It's gangster.
Any issues, you know we sliding on them. I got some choppers, but rather use the revolvers for them. Sliding on them. Sliding on them. Nigga, if it's a problem, you know we sliding on them. Nigga, any issues, you know we sliding on them. I got some choppers, but rather use the revolvers for them. Sliding on them. Sliding on them. Nigga, if it's a problem, you know we sliding on them.
Dad, good luck's making beats. Fresh out the store with this blunt, I'ma roll it. Got something sick in this 40 I'm holding. Don't give a fuck if the police patrolling. Stick in the flow and I dry like I stole it. Got something sick in this 40 I'm holding. Don't give a fuck if the police patrolling. Stick in the flow and I dry. 5 speed go when I say so. Drive fast, bitch, I don't drive slow. Got a stick in the flow, bumpin' E4. Oh, I'ma swing this bitch, I don't care about the popo. Pass that shit, nigga, roll up my window. I drive stick, you can't borrow my shit, bro. If she thick, then I'm all out the window. She do perk, I think I got a couple. Hey, pass the blunt, I'm the president, and we gon' have some fun. So buckle up, baby, and light this blunt. We gon' do some shit you ain't never done. We gon' slide to the south side, hook up with good luck, then hit the east side, fuck with the beehive. Switching these lanes, treat this bitch like a G-ride. Catch you at the light, we gon' see how your shit ride. Take off quick, and your shit gon' slide. Hit Tony on the mobile, cause you need some ties. Fresh out the store with this blunt, I'ma roll it. Got something sick in this 40 I'm holding. Don't give a fuck if the police patrolling. Stick in the flow and I dry like I stole it. Got something sick in this 40 I'm holding.
Hey, I'm fresh out the east and I'm with my nigga J-Mob. Nigga, you ain't doing nothing better, quit your day job. Sucking this dick, hey, that's your bitch's day job. Stay mob, stay young, I stay gone. East side shooter and I stay with it through the. Order 2 beers with some wings fresh from Hooters. Going dumb on the track and I'm smoking on a hooter. Good luck, put me on and he got me in the studio. Hey, bitch, quit talking before I send your ass a Uber. All up on this dick, hey, keep them hips moving. Got something slick in this 9 that I'm gripping. And I got some for your bitch that she licking. I do this, I'm tripping. Anyone can get it. Smoke this, I'm dripping. Tell me if you feel it. It's TMG, we gon' do this till the day that we gone. Pussy nigga quit hating cause you know that we on. Hey.
Fresh out the store with this blunt, I'ma roll it. Got something sick in this 40 I'm holding. Don't give a fuck if the police patrolling. Stick in the flow and I dry like I stole it. Got something sick in this 40 I'm holding. Don't give a fuck if the police patrolling. Stick in the flow and I dry.
You gotta pay up, and I'ma get the money every day up. Now I'm way up, and they like wait up. This one for my haters, tell them stay up. To see me it's a fee, you gotta pay up, and I'ma get the money every day up. Now I'm way up, and they like
all I want are good vibes. Can you please provide that? So fly, staring at the ground, should I fly back? Tap my face, get any job I apply at. Tell me where the lies at, we don't buy that. Committed to this grind. When you start something, they gon' hate, that's fine. See that bad bitch in the place, that's mine. Just tryna make the perfect line, save the perfect dime. Searching for the best, but I know it's inside. Not just gonna happen, so I gotta get mine. Ain't no other option, I'm just taking my time. Yeah, I'm just taking my time. What's the payout? Don't need to try to play out. With the gang out the whip, I'ma hang out. Switch lanes, MJ with the tongue out. We having fun now. One now.
I got my weight up. Man, all of my haters tell them stay up. See me, it's a fee, you gotta pay up. And I'ma get the money every day up. Now I'm way up, and they like wait up. This one for my haters, tell them stay up. To see me, it's a fee, you gotta pay up. And I'ma get the money every day up. Now I'm way up, and they like wait up.
They wait for me to show out. Hanging on my jersey way before I ever go out. This a blowout. Touchdown off the go route. I'ma make it sunny when it snow out. Knowing that my shows now it's sold out. Every night celebrity. Had the show improve, now I bet they gon' remember me. From a small town, run the city like a marathon. Tell them all carry on, my haters are very wrong. Driving me crazy, feeling so blessed, yeah I'm feeling amazing. Good as it gets, no nothing can faze me. Ballin' like Carson, I'm doing it daily, so pay me. What's the payout? Don't need to try to play out. With the gang out the whip, I'ma hang out. Switch lanes, MJ with the tongue out. We having fun now. One now.
I got my weight up. Man, all of my haters tell them stay up. To see me, it's a fee, you gotta pay up. And I'ma get the money
wait up. This for my haters, tell them stay up. To see me, it's a fee, you gotta pay up. And I'ma get the money every day up. Now I'm way up, and they like, wait up.
Where the fuck does nigga Yogi go?
I have no idea where this nigga went.
Oh, I feel like he about to start doing fuck shit.
Yo, to do good. That's what you're thinking.
Yeah, I know exactly what he does.
I mean, it's not that bad.
His ass over there playing right now, talking about, I eat your booty, girl, if you just don't beat me. I knew it. That's what I knew was happening. I ain't even gonna look at the camera.
Why not?
I don't feel like it. I knew this was coming. As soon as that nigga disappear, the fuck shit started. He start zooming in on nigga faces.
That's what we doing. Why do you think you slick?
I don't even know why he act that way. He child.
Damn. All right. I don't know where Yogi went.
Yeah. City of the Fangs, nigga. Valley of the Gun. Arizona. Stand up. We here. And we all here. It's still works out neighborhood still. It's still works out neighborhood. Incredible rap, baby, coming up with that action. Send the jack on the enemy on the 12 bricks of stack. Slide up on 20 to the left, right on core. Half out of the mini club with a tray, I'm still involved. With that baby bitch, and when you race on my little homie, gon' stop. I get the drink on my fucking walk. That's just how the low saucer. Fly in like a saucer. Rockin' and go Dolphins. Big name on the roster. On the fuck train killer with alpha. Kidnapped and lost. And porched out in Panfair. Try to set the shop in the fucking Hoodburg's house. That we stand there. Ride on in the Migos. We slide on them in the Rego. Indo, no Nintendo. Got extendos. Pop out, blame them, just cause we can't stand them. And nigga, we bang hard, face covered up with a blue bandana. Horse out neighborhood, prick, don't give me no lip. If y'all get hurt, y'all better not say shit. Look, it's still horse out neighborhood, still it's still horse out neighborhood.